86% of maintenance is scheduled unnecessarily or too late. We want this waste to stop. We built Symphony. Our solution is plug and play, attached magnetically to any machine, and the status can be viewed from anywhere. We focus on simple insights for real managers, showing you overviews and solutions, not raw data. And we tie this together with a logbook. Say goodbye to paper. Say goodbye to unplanned downtime. Say hello to Industry 4.0. Know when your machines are going to fail and use data to make more efficient decision making. Say hello to simplicity. Say hello to Symphony.
Okay, so what we've got here is a predictive maintenance solution. So we're using an IoT vibration sensor and machine learning. So inside our solution, we're really focusing on simplicity, right? So you can attach our machine sensor to any machine and turn on the iPad and get insights. Really easy. So we have a great team working on this. Myself, my colleague, Dr. Ludwig Kundl, who's a PhD is in machine learning, Steve, who graduated from Harvard, Owen Chui from Hong Kong, and we have a lot of great companies that we've worked for in the past. So when we look at the market, we see it as a blue ocean market. So there's around about 1.2 trillion US dollar market. So it's a huge market we're going into. And what makes us really excited is it's such an underserved market. So at the moment, only around about 10% of anyone is using any kind of predictive maintenance. So 90% of that market is available for us, right? And our solution's cross-vertical. So when any machine fails, we can tell and get insight into that machine. Any machine that has moving parts, we can tell. And originally, we're going to focus on the food and beverage industry, and we'll go into a little bit about one of our case studies that we've already done. So why will customers buy predictive maintenance? They'll buy that because we can basically tell when those machines are going to fail sooner than later, and that saves costs, right? So we're working in the ultrasonic and the vibration area, so right at the beginning, and being able to tell faults like lubrication, misalignment, and so forth. Some of the big things are cutting unplanned downtime. So unplanned downtime, your machines break, and you're paying for staff, and there's no output. So that's really not great. The current solution, like the market problem, is you have these kind of men and women. They attach things. They come around maybe once a week. And if we see in the second graph, you know, checking once a week, at the end of this graph is where the machine exploded. But if you only checked once a week at all the white lines, you would miss where the sort of problem occurred, right? And then again, this leads us to 86% of all maintenance being scheduled unnecessarily or too late. And we basically want this to stop. We've gained a bit of traction, so we won the global startup competition for Shenzhen, TechCrunch, and so forth. So why will customers buy our solution? So they'll buy our solution because it's simple, right? So when we look at the competition, let me give you an example. Is it going to rain in Taiwan, right? So you look at this weather chart and you see this weather pattern, you see some kind of green things and some yellow things and stuff like that. And unless you've been trained on weather patterns, you have no idea what this means, right? I tell you the next 20 minutes, it's difficult, right? So you use something like Apple Weather, and on your Apple Weather on your iPhone, it says in Taiwan, it's going to rain in 20 minutes, 60% chance. So it's really easy and simple and easy to know, right? So we've taken this same idea, the competition, provide things like this, you know, it's kind of complicated waveform, and you're like, I don't know what that means, right? And then you look at something else, you see some regression analysis on a simple app like the US one. You know, this is still not so easy, right? So when we look at our solution, what we've done is taken those complicated part there, right? So you see these waveforms. Do you know what those mean? I mean, I don't know what those mean unless, you know, I've taken the training, which I have and Dr. Ludwig has. But we've taken this and made this simple, right? So our app provides data like this. So you can see, you know, there's 8 weeks remaining on the rotor winding. There's, you know, 1 week remaining on the shaft and so forth, right? So this was the book that you would have had to learn, and you would have had to try and read and understand all of these things, right? So then it's using ISO 816, right? So that's what we're basically working across to build out our simple solution. And these are kind of some of the kind of things we've focused on: floor plan, grid layouts, focused on the simple logbook. So instead of using the paper, we have the logbook. We have a case study pilot program with L'Occitane. And this is our sensor green working perfectly. And then this is our sensor working red. So somebody in front of that machine can instantly know if there's a problem and what to address that.